Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream here on the channel for the Black Hood Crew. I am your host slash chauffeur, BHCxDark. Name is always there in the corner. And as always, you can follow along on YouTube and Facebook at the Black Hood Crew, and follow along at my name directly on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, TikTok, Instagram. It is Monday, January 30th, 2023. And I am on my way to work. It's a pretty standard South Florida day. Not too hot, not too cool, about 90 degrees-ish. Very few clouds in the sky, and far too many people taking this red light. The hell? Let's go. Come on, let's go. Yeah, on my way to work. Pretty standard day here in South Florida. Not too cold, not too hot. It's just nice, you know. Yesterday was not a bad day. It was actually the last day for a coworker of mine as he goes off to make something of himself. Wish them Godspeed, good luck, and hopefully he finds success wherever he's looking. Because that's all we can really hope for. That's all we can really hope for our fellow coworkers, friends, people that struggle with us day in and day out. If you know someone that's making that kind of change in their life, genuinely, I mean actually genuinely, be happy for them. Root for their success. Hope for their safety in the future. There's far too many people out there just hating on people because they're trying to be better. There's really not a whole lot stopping any of us from finding success in one way, shape, or form. Nothing. Almost nothing. For some people, there's an environmental factor. There's a home factor, family factor. And these are very big things. These are not like, they're not easily dismissed, is what I'm trying to say. These are things that are not easily dismissed as obstacles that some of us have to overcome, or at least trying to overcome, so that we can be better. Be better than who we were yesterday. Because at the end of the day, that's really what any of us are trying to do. Just be whatever your motivation is. Whether it is for yourself, for your family, for others around you, friends, community, whatever your motivation is to be better. I hope for everyone out there that you are better today than you were yesterday. Whether it's something big, like taking on a new role at work, or changing your job entirely, moving to another city, state, or hell, even country. Or it could be something small, a new piece of knowledge, something you did not know before that now you do. You didn't know it yesterday, but you know it today, so that makes you better than you were yesterday. Not by a lot, but still trending in the right direction. And that's all we can hope for ourselves, for the people around us, family, friends, That's all you can really hope for. Let's stop hating on people because they want to be better, a better version of themselves. Let's encourage people, even if that means that they zoom past us in the same career field, job, whatever. Yeah, it may not be the outcome that you would necessarily want, but that doesn't mean there aren't other opportunities for you to be better than what you were the day before. Who knows? Maybe the better you that comes in the future is the you that gets that better job, that better position, that is able to grasp that opportunity and be something much, much better. You don't know. But the only way you can get there is by striving to be better than the day before. The version of you tomorrow, you need to strive each day to make tomorrow's you better than yesterday's you. Again, even if it's something small, like learning something you did not know before, or something huge, like taking an entirely new opportunity that maybe you had not considered before, but it made itself available. The opportunity was there. The option to see it, to understand it, became available. And now, you're able to take that opportunity and grow with it. What's going on, man? Am I available this Thursday? Absolutely. What time are we talking? For anybody that doesn't know, Ring King 85 has a podcast with another buddy of ours, and occasionally they have me come in and speak on a topic at hand. So, yeah, I'm always available to have a chat, get information out there, and like I'm saying, for everyone out there, be a better version of ourselves tomorrow than we were yesterday. Doing handheld ranking tier list? Okay. I'm down for that. Around 7 p.m. I can do. Absolutely. I will be there. Just send me appropriate links and we'll get to it. So, if you haven't seen before, I've been on other episodes of their podcast where we've done home console tier lists, basically placing our favorite consoles based on a whole host of different factors. And now it's turn for handhelds. This is your Game Boys, your DSs, PSP, and going even further back, the Game Gear. Yeah, so definitely going to be fun. So you definitely tune in. Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. You can catch me on there. As always, I'll be at home. And again, completely live. Yes, I do intend on going to what is called Super Nintendo World in Orlando. They finally opened one here. They opened one in Japan. That's the original one. And think of it like Universal Studios, but themed specifically around Nintendo property or the Nintendo IP. I think it's a great idea. I definitely plan on. I am definitely going. I plan on taking my kids because they are fans as well. My younger one is a big fan of the iconic Mario, and my oldest is actually a Zelda fan. Takes after his own dad. So they're definitely going to get a blast out of doing that, of going there, seeing it, and enjoying it. E3, I'll probably just catch cliff notes after it's done. Usually because these things, as always, multiple days, lots of information. I usually just stick to cliff notes. They usually highlight the more important things, most important reveals, trailers, things of that nature. Because not for nothing, when it comes to these types of events, there's a lot of information to take in, especially from all the different companies that get involved, all the new games and technology, consoles, and all the stuff that comes out. But they always want to pepper in idle chit chat, idle talk, stuff that has nothing to do with what's being talked about. Opinions. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for hard facts. Give me new consoles, new gameplay trailers, updates on stuff that hasn't released yet. That's what I want. I don't need, speculation. I get enough of that in a daily grind. From everything else, I don't need speculation when it comes to my gaming news. Give me direct information. Give me what's new, what's up and coming, and that's it. Leave speculation when it comes to anything else, everything else. But yeah, definitely plan on going to Super Nintendo World and again catching cliff notes on E3. Which, for those of you who don't know, E3 is actually, oh my god, Electronic Entertainment Expo. 3E3. So, yeah, definitely going to be looking forward to that. Definitely catch me on the podcast on Thursday. And we'll see. I've been thinking about maybe switching it up on Friday. There's a game that is free to play on Steam. I've played it before. Probably should get back into it. It is online multiplayer. I've talked about this one before, called World War III. And there is no storyline to get. There is some grand thing you gotta grasp. It's essentially what Battlefield should have been. But for King. So Rick King says, oh, okay, I was planning on going, but with a group. If you want to take the kids, do your thing. Don't want to intrude. But speaking of Nintendo, do you think it's time for a new Nintendo console, or are they fine right where they are? Well, in regards to Nintendo and developing a new console, obviously they're probably going to be working on something soon, if they haven't already started. But I don't think it's time for the Switch to be put up yet. Not yet. And the reason I'm saying that is this. The Switch is still selling. And the number one reason why it's still selling, as well as it is even now, is the fact that it is essentially a portable home console, the likes of which we haven't seen really ever. Like we've had portable consoles, which we will talk about on the podcast in the past from everybody. I think the only company that hasn't released a portable console was Microsoft. Sony had the PSP, PSP Go, the PS Vita. Nintendo had everything from the original Game Boy and all its various variations of the advanced line and even into the DS line. But all of them really paled in comparison to the quality of gaming that the Switch can give you on a portable platform. Essentially playing a home console game in your hand. Yes, there is, the shortcomings, battery life, portability, things of that nature, because ultimately it's this flipping big when you have your Joy-Cons and the main screen attached. But I have a Switch. My sons have Switches. They enjoy it. They enjoy the Switches at home and on the go. Long road trips, set them up with a Nintendo Switch. Even if you just have one console, you get like some sort of bracket that attaches to the headrest of the car, holds the Switch up, everybody gets a Joy-Con, family fun time in the back. In fact, I have one of those brackets. You can actually mount the Switch in this section right here, and with these clamps, see right here, it's got two of them, you can actually mount a Switch or a tablet or any kind of entertainment device to the headrest in a vehicle that has a second row. Obviously, I don't in this truck, but for those family vehicles, vans, SUVs, things of that nature, something like that, you get a Switch or two, everybody's playing. Everybody's having a good time. The driver can remain focused on the road, knowing full well everyone's being entertained, but that's because of what the Switch is capable of. It's that home console that you can take on the go. It's hard, you're pretty much hard pressed to find anything similar to it without coming up with some sort of weird machination, custom built hardware for that. Now that's not saying that people haven't done stuff before. I remember there was a time, I think early 2000s, mid 2000s, there was a guy that advertised his services online. He would turn home consoles. At the time, this was the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 into portable consoles by enclosing them into a portable device about the size of a suitcase with a built-in screen. You still needed an AC outlet, but you can get an adapter for the car. Then you turn a home console to a portable console. But again, custom work. Ring King asks, how many more years do you think before we get a new console? Just an estimate, in your opinion. From Nintendo, I would say give it maybe a couple more years. They still heavily bank on the Switch. It's still very much being advertised all over the place. TV, the internet, all over the place. But I did hear a rumor. I don't know how legit this actually is, but given the fact that we're getting the Breath of the Wild sequel, which is going to be called Tears of the Kingdom, which is already an amazing name, that's going to be the last Zelda being developed for the Switch. That tells me that if this rumor is even possible, even close to being true, then Nintendo already has their next console at least at a stage where they feel confident enough where they don't need to release another major IP first-party game on the Switch. So I would say another year or two before we see a new Nintendo console, or at least an announcement that they are in the makings of the next whatever console it's going to be by Nintendo. What it's going to be called, what it's going to feature, that's where the speculation come in, and I don't do that. I don't speculate on that. It's just going to be whatever it is. It's going to be a new console from Nintendo. What features is it going to have? What capabilities it's going to have? No idea. But yes, I'd say give it a couple more years before we get an announcement from Nintendo. Hey, new console being made by us. It's going to be called this or called that or whatever. But we're going to see that within the next couple of years. If not the actual console being released, then at least an announcement within the next year or two. Hell, they could announce something at E3 for all I know. Nintendo's always been tight-lipped when it comes to new things they're developing. They play things very close to the chest. In fact, we get more rumors coming out of Sony and Microsoft than we do Nintendo. Come on, let's go. I don't even want that line right here. So, that's where we're at least when it comes to that, to a new Nintendo console. How long I think before they come out with something new or at least announce something. When it comes to the other guys, I mean, the PlayStation 5, if you can get your hands on one still, it's still a pretty hot buy. New games are still being developed for it, being released on the console. Same with the Xbox Series console. Games are still being developed, still being released on them. So I'd say everybody's got a good couple more years in them before they buckle down and make that announcement. Hey, we're going to make a new console, or hey, we made a new console. It's releasing this day or this year or whatever. For now, it's basically a waiting game. But let's enjoy what we have now. Right now that we have access to, and this is across all platforms. Let's enjoy what we have now, because what we have now is great. Dead Space Remake just released a couple days ago, and it's getting rave reviews. It looks amazing. I have the original 3, or at least the first 2, I believe. Need to double check on that. It was definitely a unique experience. And this remake is no different. It's basically the original game, but with many aspects updated. First and foremost being graphics. I myself recently updated my graphics card to a 3060. That's an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060. That's 12 gigs of VRAM. So I'm able to play games that are much higher quality. I have access to games that I could not play before. One in particular is Quake 2 RTX, which the RTX technology is for real-time ray tracing. This allows you to basically crank up your graphics settings to a level not seen before, but you still need a compatible graphics card. That's why the RTX line of NVIDIA is capable of that, hence the RTX gaming convention. So I was able to play Quake 2 RTX. Now, I played Quake 2 back in the day. Great first-person shooter for what it was back in the day. Compared to today's graphics, it hasn't really held up very well. But when you give it that good old stick shine with RTX, with ray tracing, it looks like a completely different game. It looks better than it originally did, by leaps and bounds. The other one that I got to play as well, and this one was handed over to me for free as well, because Quake 2 RTX was free, was Portal RTX. This is the original Portal, but all graphics redone with ray tracing. It looks amazing. The lighting, texture mapping, everything, just dial turned to 11. Simple as that. So if you thought Portal looked great before, Portal RTX, mint. So we definitely have a great availability of some great games available right now across all consoles, all playing platforms. Yes, is it nice to look forward to things? Absolutely. There's sequels that we can look forward to. There's definitely new technologies moving forward. And E3 is definitely that place where most companies tend to showcase their latest and greatest updates of this, that, and the other. New game trailers, new everything like that. So that's why out of every gaming convention, speak clearly now. Oh, weird. They blocked an entire lane of the road for nothing. Whatever. Anyway. Come on, man. Everyone always looks forward to E3 because it's pretty much a showcase of a great many things coming into the future when it comes to electronic entertainment. That's why it's the name, Electronic Entertainment Expo E3. And it's not just gaming, don't get me wrong. E3 does many different things when it comes to new technology, new, bigger, badder, faster things designed to entertain us. So this is definitely a convention to look for, but again, skip the speculation. I say, if you have nothing better to do, then watch the stream, watch the news coverage. But if you want to get to the nitty-gritty of what's really going down, stick to the clip notes, watch reviews, watch, more condensed versions of the stories involving the new next whatever that's going to be showcased. In the meantime, let's enjoy what we got, and let's still be hopeful that we're going to get some great things coming in the future. I want to experience E3 live, gone to so many cons, like SuperCon, MegaCon, etc., but never a gaming convention. So I want to try E3 also. Well, if the opportunity arises, I definitely say go for it. I've been to, like anime conventions myself, but there's gaming to be had, but it's not gaming focused. E3 is not specifically focused on gaming, but more focused than, say, a regular anime convention. But yes, maybe one year I'll make the trip and experience E3 myself. Maybe. Alright. Park this. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so I've arrived at work, got about 5 minutes to head inside, clock in, and do all the usual mess. So we're going to go ahead and cut the stream out here. We'll be back again tomorrow around 3:30ish for another episode of me driving to work. I have been your streamer / chauffeur, BHCxDark. Name is always there in the corner. And as always, you can follow along on YouTube and Facebook at the Black Hood Crew. Then follow along at my name directly on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, TikTok, Instagram. Until tomorrow, stay safe, be smart, and be excellent.